Oh my goodness, hello everybody. Welcome back. Apologies for the lateness, it's been a little bit of a busy day today. But here we are. Just getting settled in. Gonna get my blankie. So, we're gonna look at options in a second here. Also found a embroidery skein that someone by the name of Winky got into, so I need to fix that and hide it so someone doesn't resume playing with it. Naughty little thing. It's so funny because I saw her close to my table. Hello, Coffee Mom. Didn't even register that she'd got the skein. So I'm gonna put that away. I suppose at least it's better that it's a skein of cotton thread that even if she got into it, it would break down in her system and not cause her any harm than a pin or a needle or something like that. She got pretty close to grabbing my needle one time and that was a big no-no. And I have Nick staring at me. Okay, so I suppose I should start this with maybe a little bit of a trigger warning. I don't know a whole lot about this game, but I do know that there are subjects involved that might be a problem to people who are sensitive to certain things. So yeah, let's just keep that in mind. I guess I should preface that this game is about a cult, and you are trying to figure out what happened to said cult. So I think I will keep the settings that I have here, and let's get started.
I met Anne first, waiting for the bus. Normally, I avoid talking to just about anybody, but she struck up the conversation. She was so pleasant, so confident. She smiled at me as if she had known me as a kid, and we were just catching up after all these years. She told me she could tell I had a hole in my life. She knew what that was like, she said. She had also had a hole, but it was gone now. I asked her what she was selling, and she laughed and said nothing at all, that what she had to offer was free for anyone who wanted it bad enough. I asked her what had helped her. She just said, James.
Of course, it's a guy called leader. What is with all these cults with male leaders? Just luring in all these females. Okay, Sagebrush. I have no idea what the controls are for this. Oh, Black Sage Ranch, 250 miles northwest of Albuquerque. Site of the 1993 Perfect Haven mass suicide. Oh, okay. So I can look. That's a lovely car, and I can move. To interact with the highlighted object, press X. Examine car. Not gonna lie, you're surprised it actually made it all the way here. You brought some gear in the trunk. Okay, we have some gear. Open trunk. What do I have? A wire cutter. Open inventory, press triangle. Pair of wire cutters you borrowed from the house. Okay. Back is triangle. Okay. This is a nice spot. Now I'm guessing we can't go through that way, so And maybe the headlights on my lovely car are pointing me toward the way I need to go. To use an item, interact with an object to bring up the inventory, then press X. Okay, examine fence. Let's use them. Use. Oh. There we go. The wire cutters clip through the rusting fence easily and create a small hole. That is not a small hole, but we're going in. I really hope there's no jump scares. I don't know anything about this game. Okay. Now, I see a broken window. Oh. I could examine the table from out. Examine table. Moldy dishes litter the table, stained and dusty. There's no food, though. Wild animals likely finish the scraps. Okay. Ah! A generator. Inventory is empty. A diesel generator. There's a keyhole next to the ignition button. You wonder if there's any gas remaining after all this time. Okay. Wow. Nick says hello. Now, do other buttons do anything? Oh my goodness, Nix. I can open. Aha. Okay. Whoop. We're just gonna walk around this building and see. And I can't walk any faster, so. There's a barn. Oh god. What was that? Oh. There's a barn, and it looks like there's a church up there. Okay, I'm not seeing anything out here. I guess the doors automatically close after a time. Looks like there's a crop field there too with like a little shed. We'll have to check it out. Okay, can I up the movement speed here? Because this is... no. Welp. Let's just save, I guess? Okay. There's also a little light here too. I don't know if I can examine that. Nope. There's a house and some other stuff over there too. Alright, open door. Okay. Oh. Read pamphlet. It's too dark to read anything. Examine bulletin. Too dark. Okay. Aha! A map. It can be a little confusing getting around our little home. Don't worry. Sister Anne has printed some maps to help you get acclimated. Square for the map. Aha! Okay, so I am at the community hall, sort of in the bottom center. So it looks... Oh, I can zoom. Whoa! I can really zoom. Okay, I'm right here. So we've got trailers. So that's where people lived. School, fire pit, rectory, chapel. Okay, that's the church that we saw. Mines, and the cleansing room was the barn up there, I guess? Okay, that's freaky. I don't like creaking. Too dark. Ping pong table. Oh, damn, it is really dark. Okay, let's see if we can find some. I'm scared that something's gonna jump out, but I think we can be reassured that everyone's dead. Okay. Oh! Light switch! God dang it. Open it. Aha! A key. Whoop. Okay, I'm gonna close those because it freaks me out when they close by themselves. Turn on generator. Use it. Haha! You turn the key, press the button, and the generator hums to life. Cool. Okay, that is freaky. Record player. Turn that off. Examine ping pong table. A ping pong table. It's the only game you see around. Doesn't seem like there's enough room to play. Yeah, there isn't. I can't even get in there. Bookshelf. You take a book off the shelf. Quote, we know the conspiracy can trace itself back as far as the 4th century when Athanasius and his cronies first began to exclude essential works from the Bible. End quote. Okay, we got some chairs. That's kind of it. Close that door. Wait, there was another light switch. I'm gonna turn that on. It's dark in here. Okay. There we go. The painting shows an intensely focused middle-aged man. He holds a book in his left hand. The painting seems less than professional, but the man's determination shows through. Okay, I have a feeling that's our founder. An angel walks through an empty field, his hands pressed together in prayer. Okay, and oh, this one's crooked. This painting depicts an angel tenderly cradling the corpse of Jesus Christ in his tomb. Alrighty then. Bathroom. There's a quote in here. Jesus saith to him that he that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit, and ye are clean, but not all. What? I need to read that again. Jesus saith to him, he that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit, and ye are clean, but not all. Okay. Mirror. You look tired. Okay. Too close to home. Okay, now there's this. Oh, another bathroom. With another quote. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the even. And everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean. Oh my God. And whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the even. And whosoever toucheth anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the even. Leviticus 15:19-22. I still look tired. People still subscribe to that thought. Oh yeah. Big time. Okay. There we go. Performance schedule. Monday, Josiah plays original hymns. Tuesday, gospel reading. Wednesday, Juliet violin recital. Thursday, gospel reading. Friday, children's reenactment of Book of Sariel. Note, the power has been pretty finicky lately. You might have to restart the generator to get the lights back on. The key is in the box and the generator is around the side. Andrew. Thanks, dude. We found it already. Moldy dishes, no, yeah, okay. They all say the same thing. Guitar. A nice instrument once, now the strings are rusted and the lacquer faded. How long have these people been dead? Sheet music. When we all get to heaven, sing the wondrous love of Jesus, sing his mercy and his grace, and the mansions bright and blessed, he'll prepare for us a place. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. While we walk the pilgrim pathway, clouds will overspread the sky, but when traveling days are over, not a oh gosh, not a shadow, not a sigh. I'm allergic to those Old Testament laws. Then let us be true and faithful, trusting, serving every day. Just one glimpse of him in glory with will the toils of life repay. Yeah, I mean, they have the notes in here too, so if I knew what they sounded like, I could sing this. Onward to the prize before us, soon his beauty will behold, soon the pearly gates will open, we shall tread the streets of gold. Oh. Kitchen, and, oh, read note to Leonard. Leonard, the pantry is not your personal snack drawer. Food is for the flock to share. If you keep stealing cookies from the storeroom, you will have to answer for your crimes in the cleansing room. Please pray and reflect on your actions and how they harm the flock. I'm praying for you too, Andrew. Who is Andrew? Oh, okay. Do we have a light switch in here? There we go. Read note about Leonard. Leonard hasn't heeded warnings about taking more than his share of food. He keeps swiping snacks from the storage room. Until we can straighten him out, I've decided to move his favorite foods into the farm shed and hide the key on the side of the bookshelf next to the ping pong table. Okay. Well, that's a dumb place to put the note. Leonard's in here all the time. He's gonna see it and know exactly where his snacks are at. Oh, examine boxes. Stacks of cardboard boxes storing everything from jars of yeast and jam to paper plates and replacement light bulbs. Oh, good to know. If we need a light bulb. Cardboard boxes labeled utensils, decorations, grains, etc. Okay, cereal boxes. Tons of cereal boxes, none of the sugary stuff though. Boo. This cult sucks. Okay, we're in the kitchen. Let me get the light on here. Kitchen schedule. Monday, spinach casserole. Tuesday, barbecue. Wednesday, fasting. Boo. Thursday, pork chops. Friday, beef stew. Saturday, chicken. Sunday, fasting. Due to power outage, food stores have spoiled. We will have to replace the planned meals with canned foodstuffs and produce until new supplies are acquired. Okay, freezer. The interior is coated in the long dried blackened remains of various melted frozen foods. Ew. I hear flies. Sink. Flies buzz around a sink piled with unwashed dishes. Who? So the rapture came and they didn't even do the dishes? Small tin of green beans dented on the side. Large can. Huge can of pork and beans just like you used to eat growing up. Fridge. You open the door and immediately slam it shut after the overwhelming stench of rotting meat hits your nostrils. Ugh. You fiddle with the knobs. There is no hiss of gas, no clicking ignition. This range is long dead. Okay. We gotta get that key. Oh, tape deck.
Well, I had just graduated from college. You know, I was a communications major. That part was true. So I graduated and I couldn't find a job. I had no idea what I wanted to do and got pretty depressed. My boyfriend at the time said I was holding him back and took off, so that was that. I could have moved home, but I didn't. I stayed out in California, but it's not like I had any friends there. My parents would call and I would just lie about how things were going. I didn't know what I wanted because I guess I didn't really want anything. I would wake up and just count the seconds ticking off of my life until I fell back asleep. We were all broken in some way, I think. Some more than others.
That's how they get ya. Okay. There's the key. The snack key. Ah! Oh, there's two. Gate key. Farm shed key. Oh my god, okay. Wait, oh Jesus. Oh, we can read that pamphlet now. Let's read it. Read pamphlet. Have you sinned? Are you plagued by doubt? Do you fear death? Do you have the nagging feeling that your church doesn't have the answers? There is a reason. Father James can help. Ugh. Bulletin board. Get to know the newest members of the flock. Welcome them with open arms and open hearts. My name is Christopher. I'm from Flagstaff. I was a farmer before and hope to lend my expertise to help the flock. Feed the flock. Fun fact, I hold the record for most blue ribbons at the Arizona State Fair livestock competition. I'm Viola. My two wonderful children, my son Lucas and daughter Juliet, are from Fresno. I'll be helping out with schooling our children in the ways of the Lord. Fun fact, I was born in Vancouver, so I'm technically also Canadian. Whoa, local. Hello, I'm Peyton. I'm from a small town in Oklahoma. You've probably never heard of it. Oh, you've probably never heard of. I ran a grocery store in town, but ever since it shut down, I've been looking for something more. Father James is helping me find that. Fun fact, I served in the Navy for a term. Hello friends, I'm Candace. I love cooking and crafts, so hope I can help energize the flock so that we may fulfill his word. Fun fact, I can speak 3 languages. I'm Josiah, and I'm so thankful to you and the Lord for giving me a home after years living on the streets. I finally feel like I have a family. Fun fact, no fun fact for Josiah. Or Hosea, either way. Hello, I'm Lillian. I was a student at USC before I dropped out because I couldn't stand the indoctrination anymore. I was looking for truth and I didn't find it there. Huh! The irony! Now I know I was looking in the wrong place. Fun fact, I have been to 4 continents in the last 3 years. Wow, she travels a lot. Lucky. My name is Vance. I saw through the lies of my parents' church. They were filling our heads with blasphemy. Now I see the truth of it because of Father James. Fun fact, I'm a really fast reader. Okay. I think that was it to look at in here. Okay, well I have a gate key. Maybe I can bring my car up now? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna slow walk back. Maybe here? Open gate! A brass key etched with the word gate. Use it. The rustling lock fights back but eventually relents and the gate unlocks. Open it. What? Look at that. Oh god, I just got a trophy. Okay. I guess we are going to... Wait. To the... Nope. Okay, I don't know how to look at the map. I guess we're going to the trailers now where everybody lived, since we just got introductions for everybody. They must have been gone long if all their little trailers are rusted out and crappy like this. Jeez Louise. What does that say? Brother Aaron. That one didn't have a name tag on it. Door is rusted shut. Okay. Can we see anything in there? Nope. I also don't like the fact that I'm here at sunset and it's gonna get dark soon. Let's just work in a circle. Let's go counterclockwise, I guess. What is this? A bathroom? What is this? Oh, showers. I wouldn't want to shower in this one. You're standing here naked and everybody can see you. This one is at least a little bit more, well, not really all that private either. Gee. Oh. Oh. I mean, I guess this isn't too bad. Nobody's gonna see you over there, but... I guess if you're in a cult, it doesn't matter if everybody just sees your birthday suit. It's probably the same over here. There's something in there! Wait. Maybe? Oh! Oh! Give me that! Pregnancy test. I used pregnancy, and I just got a trophy for that too. A used pregnancy test lies tucked away near the toilet. That's in the toilet. It's positive. Okay, so someone was pregnant. These things don't work. Showers. Again. Well, no. No privacy. Okay, what do we got? Sister Lillian. Oh! Okay, so apparently we need a key for this. Apparently there's a key somewhere. Sister Julia and Ellie. God damn it, all these crap trailers. Okay, I'm gonna do one row and then we'll come back and do the next row. Viola, Juliet, and Lucas. How are there 3 people living in this? How are there 3 people living in here? I guess if all you're doing is like cooking and, or, well, sleeping, I suppose. Mary and John. Okay. Janine. God damn it. All these doors. Okay, yeah, whatever. We'll do the inner circle now. Diane. I didn't see any other keys in that community hall. Hope. This one's tipped over. Oh no. Oh, can we see inside? Not much really inside there. Can't tell whose it is either. Alana. How come they're almost all of them are women? There's like James And I have to look at the map again. Okay, here's Andrew. We've seen his name before. Oh! I don't have a key for him yet. Oh, yeah, I don't see how that's useful. Thank you. There has to be keys for all these somewhere. Elroy. Ugh. Just a big old tree. So all the women are in a row, and then all the men are in the row. Vance. Here's Josiah. Leonard. Okay, so some of these have, like, I can open them, but I need the key. Oh, they tip together. Alejandro. Christopher. Oh. Chain door? Brother Peyton. Peyton's got a chain door and a broken window. That's not good. Okay, I'm feeling like I'm obviously missing something, but not sure what exactly. I don't think I looked in this other toilet here. Let's look to see if there's something important in there. You never frickin' know. Here we go. Nada. I think I'm gonna... Let's see if we can head over that way to that house over there. And I just want to see... Oh, here. Zoom. Okay. So I think the ones that are labeled are the ones that I could unlock. Lillian, Viola, Andrew, Peyton, and Leonard. I do not have keys. Let's head up towards the school and see what we can find. If anything. Now it looks like there's a generator over there too. Okay, I'm gonna close that because that's gonna spook me. Hopefully we only need one key. Yes. Alright. Let's see what's going on in the schoolhouse. There's no way they had... Oh. Examine kids' jackets. Lucas, John, and Juliet's jackets. You rustle through the pockets and find nothing. Okay. Oh, there's another tape deck in here. Read note to Juliet. Juliet, honey, why are you so stubborn? Why do you reject the flock's love? You don't pay attention in class. You don't try hard on your assignments. You lie about doing your readings. I'm worried about you. I've asked Father James to take some time to speak with you one-on-one. Please listen to him. He knows so much. He can help soothe your doubts. I promise. Just give it a try. Love, Mom. Alright, let's listen to this thing.
I often helped Viola in the schoolhouse. I enjoyed working with the children. We taught them reading, writing, scripture. Viola was one of the most faithful among us. If Anne was like the mother of the flock, Viola was the older sister. I remember one lecture she gave the children on the nature of hell that was so vivid, so unflinching, it had the kids in tears. I told her she was scaring them, and she said, "Good, they should be scared."
That's nice. Lucas's assignment. A big role model for me is Father James. He is a prophet of Jesus, spelt prophet wrong, and a great person. He is going to save all our souls and let us go to heaven. Father James is funny and smart too. He makes jokes during his talks that make everyone laugh. He shows that you can be a very good person even if you are a little bit weird looking. It's what's on the inside that matters. For teaching me that and for saving my soul, Father James is my role model. I love Father James and Jesus. Wonderful work, Lucas. Father will be so proud. Oh, we can read other assignments here. Ellie's assignment. Anne is my biggest role model. She is a perfect wife and mother to all of us, just like Mary. She does everything she is told to help Father James. She thinks about everyone else before she thinks about herself. I hope to be just like her if I grow up before the days of reckoning. Oh my God. Great work, Ellie. Anne would be so proud to hear this. You will have many chances to be just like her in paradise, so don't worry. Juliet. My role model is Jesus because he is perfect and he loves everyone. I want to be more like Jesus. See me after class, Juliet. John. Leonard and Peyton, spelled Leonard wrong, are my role models. They know how to fight and how to protect the flock from Satan and secular, also spelled wrong, bad guys. Good work, John. I hope it never comes to violence, though. What is this? Chalkboard. You can make out faded writing from the last lesson, quote, the first revelation, the day Father James received the truth. Bunch of brainwashing. Calendar. You flip through the wall calendar and see the following upcoming dates marked. April 7th, celebration of the crucifixion. June 3rd, feast of the first revelation. July 18th, celebration of the birth of our prophet. Ugh. Bookshelf. You take a book off the shelf, quote, the illustrated book of Bible stories, some pages are torn out. Ah, censorship. I don't like this corner. It's dark. Okay, well I didn't find any keys or anything that would help me get into those trailers. Get out of here. I'm so scared that when I open that door there's going to be someone standing right there. Well, didn't find a whole lot going on in the schoolhouse. So this is the rectory. Oh, farm shed and poop. Nope. So the rectory would have been where Father James stayed. So I have a key for what? The farm over there? Alright, let's... Oh my god, this is gonna take forever to get to. I really wish this person could walk faster. Well, I guess we can enjoy the scenery. It's a nice place. Can I walk up this hill? It's a nice plot of land they have out here. I don't know why this person walks so slow. Okay, what are we finding out here? What is this? Oh, this is the fire pit, I think. Fire pit? Yeah, I think even I walk faster than this, though, by a little bit. Okay, what do we got? Anything in the fire pit? No. Oh, patch of dirt. Okay, so I need a shovel of some sort. I'm not seeing anything on any of the benches. Alright. I need keys and shovels. Do 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 do. Wait, am I going the right way? Jeez Louise. Yeah, community hall, farm. Alright, we're heading this way. Farm. That's the community hall. What are these things up here? What's this? Looks like a pizza box. What is that? Oh, baseball. First base in the ranch's small baseball diamond. Okay. Home plate over there. We'll check that out in a second. Pitcher's mound. Pitcher's mound is slightly elevated on a pile of dirt. I did put it on, but I don't think it matters, Guyver. Also, hello. I don't expect a bunch of people to be swearing up a storm and using slurs. A worn down home plate covered in dirt and grass. Oh, I thought I turned down slow mode. Oh well. No, you can turn it off, it's fine. Third base. Third base is barely visible beneath the overgrowth. Is it though? Is it though? Did I look at second base? Ah, forget it. Okay, we're gonna go into the creepy cornfield. This person walks so slow. Oh, maybe I should see if there's anything in the corn. Can I even go in here? Oh, I can. Okay. Some games wouldn't let you walk through this, probably. Oh well. I don't think there's anything in here. We'll just walk through the corn to make it more interesting. I'm surprised that all those trailers are rusted out and garbage, and then there's still, like, corn stalks standing here. You'd think they would have been rotted out and gone. Why does this person walk so slow? Do do do. Okay, farm shed. That's where we're going. Ooh, tractor. Farm shed key. Use. You unlock the door with the farm shed key. Wow. Okay. Oh, 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 okay, we'll close that. Tape deck.
The first time I met Father James, I was immediately filled with a sense of peace. It's hard to explain. I guess he just seemed so sure. He asked if I was a believer. I said I'd been raised Catholic, but it never clicked. There's a reason for that, he said. They've been lying to you, all of them. And I knew he was right.
What a shock. Father James is right. So, unsurprisingly, Guyver, this is a cult that went like Old Testament, but kind of wackadoodle. Examine jacket. A ragged old work jacket. You ruffle through the pockets, coughing at the dust. You find a key. Oh! Oh, sick. We got Andrew's trailer key. Pick up battery. Okay, yeah. You load the batteries into your flashlight. Let's hope they're still charged. Oh. Andrew's journal. Can anyone truly know the joy of the absolute truth, the freedom that comes with releasing all of one's doubt like so much ballast into the sea? I know that feeling now. For so long I searched among the Catholics, idol worshippers, and perverts. I searched among the Baptists, hypocrites. I searched among the Pentecostals, infested by charlatans. I tried so many churches, and all of them to a one, were filled with fools and liars. Now I know why Father has helped me to see. I can laugh at the Catholic one because I grew up Roman Catholic. Okay, examine shelf. Looks like these might have been jars of jam and pickled vegetables at one point. Now they're just disgusting. Cabinet. Full of garden and farm implements still caked in old gray dirt. And is that cereal? Wait, is there a shovel? We need a shovel in here. A gas can, empty watering can, also empty bag of seed and weed killer. Okay. Is there anything else? No. Ah! Okay, I don't need a flashlight anymore. So I have the key to... is it Andrew? Whoops, that's the map. Here's the map. How do I zoom? Here we go. Okay, so we have examined the community hall already, and we did go to the trailers, but I didn't have any keys to open them. But now I have the key to Andrew's trailer, so we can go check that out. There wasn't a whole lot in the school, just obvious brainwashing of children. Oh, and there was a pregnancy test in one of the bathrooms in the trailer park. It was very controversial. Fire pit, there is a pile, like a mound of dirt, but I need something to dig it with. Rectory I haven't been able to get into. I need a key to get past the gate. Chapel I haven't looked at. Mines we haven't looked at. And cleansing room we haven't looked at yet. And we're just on the farm. Farm, chillin'. Walking slower than molasses. What is this, like hay? A perfect cube of hay. So now we have the key to Andrew's trailer. I'm just gonna go check out this barn. Yeah, and these guys, this cult kind of did a Heaven's Gate thing, but no aliens involved. Just that they offed everybody. Can we get in here? No. Ah! Flies! Where? Why? Okay. Ugh, God, get away from me! I don't like that so- oh, God. Oh, no. What is that, blood? Oh, God. Examine blood stain. Blood has seeped out from under the door and soaked into the dirt. Flies still swarm the area. Ugh. Okay, well, I don't even want to open that door. Forget it. And that is the... Whoops. Cleansing... Is this the cleansing room? No. The mines? Okay, wait. Okay, so I think that's the cleansing room. Something or someone. Z. Multiple. Alright, let's see if we can get in the mines. Let's take our sweet time. Open door. Nope. Ugh. Alright, we gotta go all the way flipping back to Andrew's trailer. We'll go up to the chapel on our way, though, just to see, because I'll probably need a key to get in there, too. Okay, this is... I'm stuck. This is my only gripe about this game so far, is this character walks really slow. Yeah, I don't know if I want to really join that party, to be honest. Okay, can I get up? I think that's gonna be too steep. Yeah. Get up there! Oh my god, we made it. Okay. It is a nice area, though. It kind of looks... I think it's supposed to be like southern... Oh no! What did it say? We're kind of a little bit away from Albuquerque. So we're in like Texas or something somewhere. That's nice. Okay, let's check it out. Chapel. Examine chapel door lock. There are 7 golden stars on the lock and a space for what appears to be an 8th. Well, we definitely have not found that yet. Gee. We gotta go way down there. Didn't even find a shovel in the farm shed. That was disappointing, honestly. We're just gonna... That's creepy. The graphics like that? Now, is there a fence all the way around the rectory, or can I cheat it and go around this way? That would be funny. So slow. Okay, well, I don't want to like fall in there and then get stuck because yeah, let's not do that. Oh, I think that's just the graphics like that. Look at this chain link fence. I didn't realize that the graphics were going to be like this, but it's nice anyway. We'll just, you know. Oh my god. And then we gotta find Andrew's trailer. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's in the middle row somewhere. And there's no music, just me blabbing. I mean, I guess it's not that bad of a walking time, but it's still a lot. Like, why are they so slow? Okay, we made it back to the trailer park. Oop, nope. Okay, yeah, so he's like in the middle. 1, 2, 3 up on the right hand side, I think. Let's see if I'm right. By the fallen over one. Oh, dang it. Okay, Sister Hope. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Elroy. Oh yeah, because all the women are over on that side. Vance. Ugh. Josiah. Oh my god, now we're gonna have to walk through this whole frickin' park to try to find Andrews. Henry. Diane. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Up here, maybe? Janine. No, these are all girls on that side. It's not that one. Oh yeah, this is the chain. No, not that one. There was one with the chain door. That one right there. Right there in front. It's got our chains. Ah! Brother Andrew. Okay. Hiya. Use. You unlock the door using Andrew's trailer key. Open it. Okay. Oh my god. Tape deck.
Life with the flock was good. We would meet for morning prayer with Father James in the chapel, then meet for breakfast, and then we'd set off to work for the day. Some of us worked the fields, others worked on expanding the compound. We had a school teacher, we had cooks. In the evening we would study scripture or listen to one of Father's lectures. Then it would be time for penance, more prayer, and then sleep.
Penance?
I slept better those early nights than I had in years. I was home. Do you know how good it feels to find home after so long? I would have done anything for Father. He saved me.
Okay, Andrew's journal. We men must all be fools to buy the malarkey spat at us by mainstream churches. The Catholic Church says we're awaiting Christ's return when they full well know better, and the rest of Christendom believes them. The merry worshippers. Perhaps we'll never know why the Lord waited until Father James to correct the record. Perhaps our Father in heaven waited for the earthly man he knew could bear this burden with grace. Blessed be our Lord, who saw fit to include wretches like me in his plan. I await the third coming with open arms and a heart full of love. Third coming? A letter. Brian. I love you. You're my brother, but do you not know what you're talking about? You do not know what you're talking about. This is my family now. They love me, and I love them in a way that transcends even blood. Maybe that hurts you to hear. I'm sorry, but there is no hiding from the truth. I know you have your doubts about your church. You've told them to me. Let me tell you, I have no doubts here. None. Of course, if you stop denying what you know in your heart, we would welcome you with open arms. You need to come to us. One of us. Oh, a key! Oh! Key to Viola's trailer. Why is this in here? Ugh. Give me that letter, damn it. Can't get up there. Read letter. Andrew. I greatly enjoyed our talk earlier. I'd like to continue it. The children will be helping sow the fields tomorrow afternoon, so I will be alone if you would like to stop by. Viola. I wonder if that was her pregnancy test we found. Oh, there's a light switch in here. Okay. There was another trailer like this where there was 3 people living in it. I was like, how, where? That's like not even a twin bed. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, Viola's trailer. I think she was over with all the other women. Hope. It would be helpful if you knew... Okay, Janine. On the bed, indeed. Sister Mary and John. Sister John? Shouldn't it be Sister Mary and Brother John? Oh, here. Sister Viola, Juliet, and Lucas. This is the one where they had 3 people in it. Open it. Yes. You unlock the door. Open it. God damn it. Okay, here we go. Let's get that light switch up. Ugh. Okay. Let's close that before it scares me. Read note to Viola. Will I see you tonight for alternative cleansing in the rectory? That's could be interpreted another way. Come early, we have much to talk about. Know the day I received my first vision, and you will know the code. Oh shit, that was in the calendar in the school. Okay, we gotta go back to the school and look at that. There was a date in the calendar that said that. Lesson plan. Tuesday a.m. discussion of Matthew chapter 26. Tuesday p.m. discussion of the lies of the false churches. Wednesday a.m. discussion of Father James's vision/prophecies. Wednesday p.m. fieldwork. A reading from the book of Sariel. They said that name before too. That was in the calendar as well, I think. James chapter 1 verses 1 to 3. This is the word of the angel Sariel given unto the man James in the time before the days of taking. Sariel came unto James as he returned from unrighteous war. Wait, is this Father James or is this like literally in the Bible? I have no idea. The angel appeared unto the man James under 7 stars in the eastern sky. That's like the church key thing. The angel spoke. Be not afraid, man, for you are chosen as a messenger. These are the words the Lord's word. These words are the Lord's words. Become my words, become your words. Wow, that is a hard sentence to read. These words are the Lord's words. Become my words, become your words. Okay, wait. Yeah, Sariel. Okay, interesting. Oh, another tape deck.
We were chosen, all of us, by the Lord. Do you know how good that feels? To be chosen? I hope you do. It's a feeling we all need in our lives. And on top of that, Father James took a special interest in me.
Oh,
He
God.
said he felt spiritually invigorated by my presence, and often called me to the rectory to spend time with him. I'm not dumb, I knew, but I didn't care. I was so honored to be his chosen.
This is like every other cult thing that I've been watching lately. Okay. Hey, Nix. Read note from Viola. Lillian, forgive me if I am speaking too freely, but I care deeply about you and I worry that you are having doubts about the Father and his teachings. You are young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from, believe me, but as someone with a lot more life experience, let me tell you... Nix, what are you doing? Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. There, you can sit there. You're young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from, believe me, but as someone with a lot more life experience, let me tell you that you have nothing to doubt. Father James is a prophet of the Lord. He speaks the true word. If you need proof, just look at his prophecies that have come true. But more than that, if you pray and listen quietly, you will feel in your very soul the truth of his teachings. I am here for you if you need to talk. Yours in Christ's love, Viola. Okay. Oh. We got a creepy bear and Viola's diary. I had forgotten what love felt like. I thought that all the years suffering under... Oh my god, Nyx. I thought all the years suffering under Eric's thumb had ruined me. I thought there was no hope for happiness ever again, but I was so wrong. I feel safe here. Father James has restored my faith in Christ, but also in men and in myself. A wonderful blessing. Yes, there is no pain, but it is necessary, and I enter into it willingly and joyfully. I am so blessed to be a part of this flock and to help ensure that my dear children taste the fruit of eternal life. Lucas has taken to life here easily, but Juliet, well, we will need to be patient with Juliet. She just needs time. She'll come around and see. What was that in the corner? I don't know if you heard that. Something fell over. You guys. Father James says that Eric will burn in hell for his sins against me. I know I shouldn't take joy in that, but the thought of it makes me smile. Father says that even Eric could join the flock if he wanted it badly enough, but I know my husband well enough to know that he would laugh in the face of the truth. He is rotten with sin, and he will get what he deserves. O Lord Jesus, please give me guidance. I was only doing what he asked of me, Lord. I was doing it for him and for you. But I am 2 weeks late now. Oh! And throwing up every morning. Lord, oh Lord, I don't know who the father is. What? Who is she sleeping around with in this cult? I don't know who the father is. It could be James, or it could be... Do I tell him? Will he be happy with me or furious? Have I sinned? What cleansing will I need to endure to rid my soul of this black mark? Okay, so it was Viola that had the pregnancy test. Yeah, I think they were just empty boxes that I've been meaning to recycle, so nothing major, but Winky was in hot pursuit of Nyx, and Nyx is a little deaf, so she can't really hear when she's being followed. Okay, so wait, we need to find... There was something... Let me look at my... Okay, no, I don't need that. There was something... okay, let me look at the map. Oh god. Here. Okay, so it was Viola's was pregnant or is pregnant. I don't know. Doesn't know who the father is. There was a code to the rectory or something in the school. I forget what that diary said now. Okay, let's head back. God, memories of a goldfish here. Oh, this one with the light on. Right? Yes. Okay. Note to Viola. Yeah, will I see you tonight for alternative cleansing in the rectory? Come early. We have much know the day I received my first vision, and you will know the code. Okay. Was there... Oh yeah, lesson plan. So yeah, Lily, whatever. This one... Yeah, where she's talking about being pregnant. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna get me into the rectory, but let's... I forget what date that was now. And I think I needed a key to get into that fence, and I still need a shovel from somewhere. Why is this... Does it look like this light is on? Lillian? Okay, so apparently I can get in that one too, I just don't have the key for it. Do, 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 do. Five cats and one donkey. That's that. Alright, the calendar. Here we go. Okay, Feast of the First Revelation, June 3rd. January, February, March, April, May, June. So 6-3? Wait. Oh, it says different things. Okay, we saw this one. You take a book off the shelf, the illustrated book of Bible stories, some of the pages are torn out. And if I hit it again, there are multiple copies of the Book of Sariel. Flipping through, you see major inconsistencies in the different versions. There's a young Earth creationist textbook called The True History of the Earth. Oh my god, creationism. Okay, well, shoot, there's like another... There was a bookshelf in the community hall as well. I didn't... click it multiple times. Well, I don't bloody know that June 3-6, or January, February, March, April, May, June 6-3 or whatever that said. 63 is the code? That doesn't make any sense. Let's go back here. I still think I need a key for this place, but... 5 cats, 2 dogs, and a donkey in a pear tree. Na, 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 na. Use padlock. Oh! Oh! June... Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June... 6? I have no idea. It was what, 6-3? 6-0-3? Stop it. The padlock clicks open and slips easily off the gate. Oh my god, we're going in. That is the dumbest code on the planet, but that's fine. Everyone would know that code in this cult. Ooh, it's all like boarded up and weird. Okay, open door. Oh! Oh! Okay. Light switch. Thank God. Okay. Bookshelf. You take a book off the shelf. We know the conspiracy can trace back. Yeah, we saw. Okay, I'll read it for Guyver because we saw this book earlier. We know the conspiracy can trace itself back as far as the 4th century when Athanasius and his cronies 8008 and his cronies first began to exclude essential works from the Bible. Okay. You flip through a pamphlet on the shelf. There is an ancient law that modern society has fought to bury. The role of man is to protect and nourish the flesh. The role of woman is to protect and nourish the soul. You take a Bible from the shelf and skim. For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but made alive in the spirit. Oh. Okay, that's the same thing. Can we... I turned on the light. Why is it so freaking dark in here? Oh. What the hell? Okay. Ooh. Oh! Oh dear God. Okay, we got a pedestal and a... Oh, Jesus. A large flat pedestal, not unlike an altar, stands at the foot of the bed. Read from the Book of Sariel. No, I feel like I'm gonna go to hell. Oh, hey, Athrun. What a time to come in. Okay. The world is a wicked place, and redemption can only be found through Christ. This is the truth, and though it was known to the Lord's flock, they did not heed the word. Capital W. The Lord Christ descended in final judgment some 1,000 years ago as foretold in Scripture. Among man, He found not one true believer. The angels wept, but the covenant was kept as it must be. None were given eternal life at the feet of the Father, and men were left to fester in their own sin. For 200 generations man has desecrated the earth given unto them. They have murdered each other, known sinful women, and lusted after false gods. They do not deserve to be saved. 200 generations? Dang. Okay. A trailer master key! Oh, okay, we got it. There is a tape deck, but oh my god, there's a note in here. Note to Viola. My sweet, sweet V, I have a very important task for you. There is a deceiver among us, a lying snake who intends to bring ruin upon the flock. Also, we just got music for the first time. This is a test. We must prove our faith by removing this cancer. The deceiver will never reveal himself to me, but he might to you. I would ask that you use your feminine charms to get close to the men in the flock. Specifically, I am worried about Andrew, Leonard, and Peyton. Get them to open up to you. Peyton is the one with the chains on his door. Get them to open up to you. If they have nothing to hide, they will be forgiven before Christ. Find the deceiver so that we may strike him from this world and prove our dedication to our Lord. Do this for me, for the flock, and for Christ. Father. Oh! Oh, painting. Oh, it's the same painting that's in the community hall. Angel walks through an empty field, hands pressed together in prayer. Okay. Tape deck. Ugh, that's bright.
We have all been given our purposes by the Lord. And if we listen close enough to our hearts, if we pray hard enough, we can feel that purpose coursing through us. To excel in our God-given purpose is its own form of cleansing. Some of us are called to labor in the fields, to feed the flock. Some are called to train and to defend us. Others to teach our children the true way of things. The Lord calls upon many women to provide succor and relief.
What now?
Now those of you with husbands may be rightly confused. Is this not a sin? I ask you, do you not love the Lord more than your husband? Would you deny the Lord himself your love? I am his flag bearer.
I was looking for my phone to look up what that meant, but I think we all know what that means. Okay, so a brief rundown, Athrun. This is a compound of a cult that offed themselves. They're all dead. And it's basically Old Testament, but more extreme, as you could probably get the gist. And it seems like most other cults that I have read about, where it's a dude trying to get easy access to women. Okay. Camera. Camcorder aimed at the bed, you hit the eject button and find a VHS tape inside. What's a VHS tape, you ask? Well, oh lord, we can examine the bed too. I'm scared. Okay, examine bed. A bed covered in red satin sheets, pillows askew. Indeed. And why is this all boarded up? I guess so followers can't, like, peek in and see your, yeah, cute cult to creepy as hell cult. All too real. Okay. Oh, what's this? Scripture. As we all know, sin is our debt, and pain is our currency. It is by paying with pain that we cleanse ourselves and become ready for the days of reckoning. However, new teachings have been bestowed on me by the angel Sariel in a vision. Convenient. The doctrine of alternative cleansing has been revealed. As we know, sin is the intersection of unclean vectors. But if one is fully cleansed, how can sin come from that act? In fact, the opposite is true. The act becomes a godly one. To know deeply a truly cleansed body is to be cleansed oneself. That is, to lie with one who is fully cleansed is to bypass the need for blood cleansing. Now this applies to all cleansed bodies, but, and I do not say this to boast, as of now, only I am fully cleansed, Father. What a shock. Alright, so you can only sleep with Father. What a surprise. What a surprise. VHS, the Book of Serial, the Pizza Delivery Man with Extra Sausage. Reminds me of that old Vine. Do you guys remember? It's like, I got a delivery for a pizza, and then she's like, oh, but I don't have any money. And he's like, why did you order a fucking pizza then? And he leaves. It's supposed to be like a crappy porn beginning. Alright. Read a note on the Messiah. Okay, can I turn on another light in here? It is dark, and I don't like it. Alright. Note on the Messiah. I would like to clarify a few points of confusion that I have noticed among the flock. It is imperative that this is understood deeply and truly, in all caps. I am not the Christ. Only Christ is the Christ. I am a prophet of Christ, his messenger of flesh, a vehicle of the Word, capital W. I have been blessed with abilities beyond the normal man and a great responsibility by our Lord, but I am still only a man. My teachings are directly transmitted from our Heavenly Father. Read Meditation on Suffering. Transcribed from a sermon given by Father James. What do each of us have in common? A soul, the stain of sin, love our Lord? Yes, these things, but also we have all endured great suffering, and that, friends, is why we are here. As Christ suffered, so we have and will continue to suffer. Our suffering paved the path for each of us to join the flock. Suffering, as we know, is the divine currency, but like any currency, we can exchange one form of legal tender for another, and so we pay our debt in physical pain. Why? I know some of you fear the cleansing room. I understand, I really do, but bodily pain is but temporary. It can be overcome. Spiritual pain is eternal. It will follow us long past the days of reckoning. This is your choice. Bleed now from temporary wounds of transient flesh, or suffer eternally. When you put it that way, it's not such a difficult decision, is it, Father? But he never deals with, he just lashes, he just gives the pain. He doesn't actually, okay, where is the freaking light in here? Okay, I got my flashlight. Okay. What kind of a garbage kitchen is this? The worst. This reminds me of when they put, like, they redid Jerry's kitchen on Seinfeld. And it was very silly looking. Okay, we got a little oh, this doesn't look nice. Light switch. Oh no, it's broken. Oh, a typewriter. A dusty old typewriter with a yellowing sheet of paper in the carriage. Okay, we got more cereal. Canned stuff. That is a giant can. Oh. Anne's diary. Another night sleeping downstairs. I don't mean to complain. I can hear James and the others from in here, so happy, so fulfilled. It warms my heart, so I don't mean to complain, but it is cold in here, and sometimes something in the room is driving my allergies crazy. It's hard to sleep, but I suppose it's all worth it. No, Anne, it's not. What do we got? Oh, the lights. Oh, it's one of those weird rooms where the light is outside the bathroom. Anything in the toilet? No. Mirror. You look tired. Yeah, I know. Also too real. Ugh! It's dark out here. Okay. I guess I was saying earlier, I'm glad that nobody's gonna come and get me. Okay, examine paint. Oh, this is the Jesus in the... Wait, what? painting depicting Christ's dead body being removed from the cross at Golgotha. Never heard of that before. They had this same painting in another room, but it was an angel with him in the tomb thing. Weird. Okay. Oh, here he is. Here's Father. Examine portrait. Yeah, he's holding a book. The painting seems less than professional, but the man's determination shows through. Read notice. Beyond these doors is a sacred space. Only fully cleansed believers who have been given express permission by Father James may enter. The Lord protects this room. Trespassers will suffer mightily. Oops. R.I.P. me. Oh. Oh. Okay, we gotta find a VCR. I don't think I have a key that can... No. Okay, I don't have a key for the sacred room. Dang it. I'm not cleansed enough. Okay, was there anything else in here? I'm shocked that he doesn't have like a torture chamber under the stairs here. Did I go in here? Oh yeah, that was this sex den. Okay. Oh, it's getting dark now. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, that's creepy with the red lights in there. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe I'll turn that off. Eee! Okay. Okay, not as creepy. Okay, I have a tape. And I do... Oh yeah. Trailer master. Oh, ah! Okay. Now I can get into the... Okay, I'm putting my flashlight on. I'm scared. Okay, no. Nope, nothing is gonna get me. Everybody's dead here. Okay, open. Ugh! Except for the fence. Okay, we're gonna make our way back to the trailers, and we're gonna open them all and see what's in there, and then we're gonna find a VHS. I think there's one in the community hall. Also just creepy as hell that they close by themselves. You know what might be out there, though? What? Coyotes? Oh no, Wendy. I forgot about Wendigo. Keep my light on. See, but the light is worse. It's like I can't... It's wrecking my field of vision now. No. Slenderman? I don't really find Slenderman creepy. I don't know why. I do find Salad Fingers creepy, though. Yeah, I think everyone's dead. They committed a mass suicide, like, how many years ago? I don't know. A while ago, if all their trailers are rusted out. And somehow, magically, there's still a pregnancy test in the toilet, and the corn crops aren't all gone. Okay, we got a master key. Let's start opening trailers. Let's start breaking in. Alright, who do we got? Alana. Oh yeah, some of them are rusted shut. My god, this is creepy with the flashlight though too. Da-na-na-na. Lillian. Aha! Master key doesn't seem to work on this door. Strange. What kind of garbage master key? Julia and Ellie. Oh my god, now I gotta try all the frickin' doors again. Okay, we were in that one that's got the lights on. Yeah, that's Viola's. Who do we got here? Mary and John. For God's sake. Janine. I shouldn't have tried all these earlier because I did already. And now I'm just repeating. Henry. For God's sake, okay. It's probably just the names, the named ones, but that's fine. Diane. Nope. Hope. Nope. Nope for Hope. Oh yeah, that one's tipped over. Lana? Heck. We'll leave the chained one for last, because that's going to be spoopy. Or it might not even work. Might not even work. Okay, we were in that one, because that's Andrew's, right? Yeah. We need Peyton? Elroy? No. Let's look at my map. Nope, my map. Okay. Yeah, Peyton, Leonard. So we were in... I don't think we were in Lillian's at all, were we? Viola, Andrew, we've been in Peyton, Leonard, and the one with the chains on it. Oh, my flashlight. Chains is this one. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is Peyton. Oh my god. Okay. Damn it. I don't see how that's useful. Stupid game. Okay. Christopher. Nope. That one fell over too. Maybe it's just the ones with the canopies. That's how you can tell. Leonard. Here we go. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so maybe it's just the ones with canopies on? That's how you... Ah! Okay. Oh my god! What was that? Okay. Bolt cutters? Ooh. Oh, for the chain! Oh my god. I think we can open that now. Okay, a note from Henry. Leo. It's gotta be him, I'm certain. He hasn't talked yet, but I have no doubt. Scrounge around his trailer and see if you find any leverage. We busted the lock grabbing him last night, so you have to use your bolt cutters to get in. Henry. What? Leonard's note. Thou shalt not kill, but it's not that simple, is it? We are God's army. We must protect our flock. This is a war with souls on the line. We must be resolute, unwavering. So why won't my hand stop shaking? Why do I keep seeing his face when I close my eyes? Somehow I didn't think fighting for the Lord would mean beating an unarmed man to death with a shovel. Lord, why won't my hand stop shaking? Leonard. Well, it's called a conscience, Leonard. You don't just do that. Alright, tape deck. Here we go.
The deceiver changed Father James, though only a few of us seemed to notice. He had new revelations almost daily. Doctrines changed. Actions that would have been terrible sins previously were suddenly permissible, while seemingly innocent behaviors became mortal sins. The others seemed to have no problem going along with it. I wondered if something was wrong with me. Father grew visibly agitated, and as adamant as he was about the sanctity of his new revelations, something was different. He was scared, and that scared me.
Father's going off the deep end. Is that a booze back there? I can't even tell. It looks like it. Looks like a bottle of Jack Daniels. And cereal. Okay. Oh, there's another one down there too. Leonard's going... Oh, and another one! Oh my god, Leonard. Going... Oh, probably because he killed somebody. That would make sense. Okay. Bonk. Okay. Jack Daniels and Wheaties. Oh yeah, well they did specify that there's no sugary cereal in this place. Garbage cult. Vance. I don't like that noise of that wind. Henry. Damn it. There was someone else. Who? Peyton is the one with the chains. We were just in Leonard's. Did we go into Lillian's? I don't know. Let's go check it out. Oh my god, I don't like that sound. We tried her. Mary and John. Well, I guess it can't... No, yeah. So they don't have a canopy, so that's not how you work it. Okay. Lillian. Julia and Ellie. This must be Lillian right here. Lillian. Oh yeah, it doesn't work. Busted open. God damn it. You might not see how it's useful, but I see it as useful. What is creaking out here? That made no sense. Okay. Alana, I don't think I can get into. Okay, I guess we're going into the chained one. Whew. Why does the sun have to set? I don't like this. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. You clip the chain, fall limply to the side. The door hangs slightly ajar. Oh my god. Ah! Okay. Ooh, shovel. I do need that. Read printout. Transmit code XV. Pardon me, door? Okay, fine. I'll get in here. I don't want to be in here, but I'll get in here. Where's the light switch? Give me that. Okay. Transmit code XV768. Encryption code 30686. Compromised. Need. Do not wreck frontal. Raid. Armed. Mill grade. HW plus training. Most are 100% bought in. Will use violence. What the hell does that even mean? I know armed military grade HW. I don't know what HW means. Do not something... Oh, recommend a frontal raid? Oh. I think this person was the mole. They were the deceiver. Maybe. Oh my god. Okay. Printout. Note from Lillian. I changed my lock like you suggested. I left a copy of the new key under the tree near the fire pit. That's what I need the shovel for. Peyton's notes. Father James Israel, born Donald McKittrick. Born Idaho, early 50s. Unclear. Vietnam vet, honorably discharged 1970 due to shrapnel injury, born again in late 70s. Criminal record includes larceny, drug possession, vagrancy. Okay, Father James is going to come right behind me while I'm reading this and like hit me with something. Married to Anne McKitterick. Signs of amphetamine addiction. Oh. Receives visions from an angel named Sariel starting in 1986. Left former church and founded Perfect Heaven with wife. Purchased Black Sage Ranch in 1991. Anne McKitterick, Israel. Born Oregon, not much known. Worked as a secretary for a heating and cooling company for years. Met Donald/James through church. Married 1981. Complete loyalty to husband. Primary recruiter for group. Andrew Custer. Born ? Recruited in Houston. Owns small farm. Runs the farm for group. Frequently writes to his brother in El Paso. Viola DeWitt, mid-30s, from Albuquerque, 2 children, Juliet 11 and Lucas 9, recently divorced from her husband, claims frequent abuse, frequent consort of Father James. Leonard Vanderhoff, late 20s, former police officer, National Guard, military training, discharged due to drug addiction. James promised to help get him clean. Seems to have worked for a little while. Access to weapons, trains group members in arms and tactics. Often has alcohol on his breath. Relapse? ? Dangerous. Lillian Carter. Early 20s, born San Diego, 1972. Recent college graduate. Some useless degree. Ouch! Depressed. Trouble finding job. Often goes to rectory for, quote, alternative cleansing with other women. Seems to have more doubts than some others. Reach out to her? ? Okay, so he was like, oh my god, is someone behind me? Okay, no. He was keeping tabs on everybody. Oh god, there's like blood on there too. Okay. Lillian, that's why the master key doesn't work, because she is smarty and changed her locks. To the fire pit. Slowly. We'll get there. Eventually. Oh my god, this person. Now we. Oh no, I can't cross a fence. Damn it. Can't jump in this game. I feel like the sloth from. What is it? Zootopia? Thank God for my flashlight. It's getting dark and spoopy. And I'm pretty sure everyone's dead, but I'm still nervous that someone's gonna come get me. Okay, where is the fire pit? Oh, over here. I think. Yeah. And then we gotta double back and go into what's-her-name's trailer after we get the frickin' key. Oh. Still haven't gone to the mine, the chapel, which you can see up there, or the party house, the cleansing shed. Okay. Patch of dirt. Dig it. You dig into the mound and sift through the loose dirt, finding a small brass key inside. Also need to find a VCR for the tape. Back we go. Eventually. Slowly. Through the fence, because I can't climb fences. Da, 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 da. Onward! Man, this person is not in a rush to solve this mystery. They're very nonchalant about this. In the dark. With Wendigo out there. And or Father James watching this whole thing. He's just waiting. Okay, Lillian is over here. I remember that much. Right? Yeah. Little key. Oh no, where's the little key? Right there. Brass key with a dirt smear tag that reads Lillian. Well, that's stupid. You unlock the door with the brass key. So much for changing your locks, dummy. Okay, let's get in here. Close that. Light switch. Another key! Oh my god, cleansing room key. Oh my god. Okay, let's listen to the tape deck.
He risked his life coming to me. Somehow he could tell that I was wavering. I'm still not sure how. He was from the FBI, he said, and he was here to investigate the group as a cult. When he said that word, I told him to go to hell. I almost went right to Father James. But I didn't. He left me a pamphlet that talked about the signs of a dangerous cult. At first I refused to read it. What was the point? How could that have anything to do with our group? But I did read it, and even though my entire brain was screaming at me, I went back to him.
She's talking about what's-his-face. Note to Lillian. I know you are beginning to doubt, and you are right to do so. Father James is not what he says he is. If you want to talk more, hang around after evening prayer. A link or two, I can help. You are not alone. I'm putting my trust in you with this. Pamphlet. Are you in a cult? It's a scary question, but an important one. Spiritual fulfillment and community involvement are important aspects of a healthy life, but it's possible for these to take deep, unhealthy, and even dangerous forms. If you're reading this, someone who cares about you is concerned about your well-being. The group displays excessively zealous and unquestioning commitment to its leader and, whether he is alive or dead, regards his belief system, ideology, and practices as the capital T truth, as law. Questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged or even punished. Mind-altering practices such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongues, denunciation sessions, and debilitating work routines are used in excess and serve to suppress doubts that the group and its leaders about the group and its leaders. The leadership dictates, sometimes in great deal, how members should think, act, and feel. For example, members must get permission to date, change jobs, marry, or leaders prescribe what types of clothes to wear, where to live, whether or not to have children, how to discipline children, and so forth. The group is elitist, claiming a special exalted status for itself, its leaders, and members. For example, the leader is considered the Messiah, a special being, an avatar, or the group and/or the leader is on a special mission to save humanity. The group has a polarized us versus them mentality, which may cause conflict with wider society. The leader is not accountable to any authorities. The group teaches or implies that its supposedly exalted ends justify whatever means it deems necessary. This may result in members participating in behaviors or activities they would have considered reprehensible or unethical before joining the group, for example, lying to family or friends, or collecting money for bogus charities. The leadership who's that creaking behind me? The leadership induces feelings of shame and or guilt. Two I's, another spelling mistake, in order to influence and or control members. Often this is done through peer pressure and subtle forms of persuasion. Subservience to the leader or group requires members to cut ties with family and friends and radically alter the personal goals and activities they had before joining the group. The group is preoccupied with bringing in new members. The group is preoccupied with making money. Members are expected to devote inordinate amounts of time to the group and group-related activities. Members are encouraged or required to live and or socialize with only other group members. The most loyal members feel there can be no life outside the context of the group. They believe there is no other way to be and often fear reprisals to themselves or others if they leave or even consider leaving the group. If one or more of these are true for your group, it may not be a healthy community, but don't worry, help is available. Okay, so you know now, if you're in a cult, think about that. Lillian's diary. How can the absolute truth change so rapidly? First, the doctrine of cleansing, which was immutable and unavoidable, pain as currency, etc., etc. Then the doctrine of alternative cleansing seemed to change the rules against extramarital sex and polygamy, but only in the service of a clean body. Now Father James has received another revelation which he pronounced privately only to a few of us women. It's not written down, it hasn't been added to the Book of Sariel, and it directly contradicts previous doctrine. Father says that the Lord has brought a deceiver into our midst in order to test the strength of our faith. We must be ready to prove our dedication to the flock, and like Abraham with his son Isaac, we must be ready to sacrifice our notion of what is moral in order to serve the greater cause. Is this God's plan for us, to use our bodies as tools? Why doesn't this feel right? So she was talking to Peyton, and I believe Leonard killed Peyton. Note from Viola. Lillian, forgive me if I am speaking too freely, but I care deeply for you, and I worry that you are having doubts about the Wait, we read this letter already. This was somewhere else, too. From Viola to Lillian, so she's concerned that she's having doubts about the Father and his teaching. You're young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from, believe me, but as someone with a lot more life experience, let me tell you that you have nothing to doubt. Father James is a prophet of the Lord. He speaks the true word. If you need proof, just look at his prophecies that have come true. But more than that, if you pray and listen quietly, you will feel in your very soul the truth of his teachings. I'm here for you if you need to talk. Yours in Christ's love, Viola. I think that letter was somewhere else. A note from James. Lillian, a member of the flock who will not be named, happened upon one of the books you purchased while on a trip into town. While reading non-church materials is not strictly prohibited, I must caution you against consuming too much, if any, secular material. The godless worldview is powerfully poisonous with its promises of pleasure without consequences and freedom from rules. But here you know true freedom, freedom from sin, from damnation, and the true pleasure of God's love. Consider this a friendly warning. I want the best for you, my sister. If it becomes clear that your reading is compromising your faith, we may have to change the rules in order to protect you as well as the rest of the flock. Father. Okay, I think that's all that's in here. So Lillian was probably about to get the hell out of here, but... Okay, we have a key to the... What's it? So let's go over there. Oh my god, I'm scared. With all the blood. We'll get there. Eventually. Oh, we have a tape though. Let's do a detour and back into the community hall. Because I'm pretty sure there's a VHS on there. Maybe. Do 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 do. I feel like I'll just be moseying along and then I'll just hear footsteps behind me of someone running, and then I can't run because I can't run in this game. And they'll hit me and then I'll die. Why does the gate open so fast and I am so slow? I'm pretty sure there's a VHS or like a VCR in here, I think. So you guys didn't see this before, and I don't know why it's so flippin' dark. Anyway, there's a bulletin board and they have little intros to everybody. So Christopher is from Flagstaff. I was a farmer before and hope to lend my expertise to help feed the flock. Fun fact, I hold the record for the most blue ribbons at the Arizona State Fair livestock competition. Viola, two wonderful children, Lucas and Juliet, are from Fresno. Be helping out with schooling in the ways of the Lord. Fun fact, I was born in Vancouver, so she's technically Canadian. Peyton is from a small town in Oklahoma you've probably never heard of. Ran a grocery store in town, but ever since it shut down, I've been looking for something more. Father James is helping me find that, so Peyton is the FBI dude. Candace loves cooking and crafts, so hope I can help energize the flock that we may fulfill the word. Josiah, thankful to you and the Lord for giving me a home after years living on the streets. Lillian, student at USC before I dropped out because I couldn't stand the indoctrination anymore. Oh yeah, ironic. I was looking for truth and I didn't find it there. Now I know I was looking in the wrong place. Vance, saw through the lies of parents' church. Ugh, that's bright. Okay, now where... Okay, there were keys hanging on this other side at the start. Okay, I don't like that you do that, doors. Where's the VHS at? Oh yeah, these were bathrooms. Wait, there were things in the toilet before. Let's look. And this is where there was Old Testament things about women being dirty when they're on their period, etc., and having to be separated from everybody else, and blah blah blah. Now, where is a perfect heaven awaits those of faith? This was the kitchen. Okay, that doesn't help me. Oh yeah, someone was eating all the snacks, Leonard. So the dude who killed, or allegedly killed, nope, nope. Peyton was eating all the snacks, and they were gonna discipline him for that. So there's no oh wait, do I need a VHS? We didn't go upstairs in the rectory, did we? Oh my god. Okay, I'll have to go back up there later. We'll go back up there after we look in the... Oh god. The cleansing house. I don't think I did go upstairs, did I? I remember looking at the stairs and... Oh man, didn't even think about it. Well, maybe we should do that first before we go into the cleansing house. Cleansing house is closer, though. Because we need to go there. AKA the barn. Well, I can't even get across. Okay, we're going this way. I decided. The gate is this way. We're just going to keep moving in this direction. Wah! The slow moving doesn't help because it's kind of... It just adds to the creepy. You're going so slow. You have so much time to anticipate what's going to happen. If anything. I hope nothing. I would hate for someone to like suddenly appear. Oh, that's good. We got coyotes. Great. Remember I used to be able to hear them from my house when... So I'm a lot... Well, I guess a long time ago now. We moved to like a brand new neighborhood, so we were like one of the first houses that was built, and I am like literally like 2 minutes away from farmland. But when we first moved in, you know, being one of the few houses out here, it was still pretty isolated. And yeah, you could hear coyotes like that out the window. Sometimes you still can, and I've heard people who have dogs will walk their dogs and they'll like see a coyote that's on one of the walking paths and stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen one. I've seen one at work, which is wild. So we have a pretty big river valley here too, and there are coyotes that live down there, and across from the place that I work, there's a big park, and there's one day where, actually I think my mom and I were just leaving. I work with my mom. And I was like, Mom, wait! Because there was a coyote, or a coyote, whatever, like running across the street. So it's like a big street from the park. And like down kind of on the street where we park. It was a little Oh, there's red lights upstairs too. It didn't do anything, it was just running, and it didn't get hit by a car either, thankfully. Oh yeah, I did go upstairs, but there's a... Oh yeah, okay, I did try. A black key? When did I get this? With alchemical symbol for blood etched in it? Yeah, I don't see how that's useful either. Oh, that's to the cleansing room. Okay, well, we tried. Yeah, so it was a little, I mean, obviously I was in the house. Oh god. But it was a little creepy to kind of hear the coyote, and they weren't that far away at that time either. Because where I live, they built like a walking path through some mature trees. That was probably a windrow at some point for farmers. Um, and they just kept them in, which is nice. You still get some, you still have some mature trees around here. But yeah, don't really see them a whole lot in the city, but I have heard of people kind of having issues with coyotes stalking their dogs and stuff. No sweat, Guyver. Thanks for coming in anyway. I hope to finish if I can get over there. God, this walking is nuts. I'm sure I'll chat with you later on. And if not, have a good night. I'm gonna go to the blood barn. Oh, speaking of wildlife, there was I was kind of mad so I have bird feeders and they're empty right now. I haven't had a chance to, or I haven't made time to fill them. And um, the other morning, my dad was like, "What is that?" And I looked out, and there was a bird that I've been trying to attract for a while now. And of course, there's a squirrel that frequents the big tree that we have in the back. And yeah, no fast travel. Oh my god. There was a squirrel that is back there and it chased the bird away. Ugh, I was so mad about it. And I was also kind of disappointed that I didn't have any feed out for it either. But since I saw it, I'm hoping I'm gonna fill the feeder tomorrow. Hoping that it'll come back. It's called a northern flicker. And it's a type of woodpecker. That actually, it feeds on the ground more than in trees. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. With the blood key. You unlock the barn with the cleansing room key. Oh god. Okay. Oh jeez. Hello? Oh lord. Ah! Okay, we got... Oh. Sin is thy debt, pain thy currency. Looks like... Oh, I don't like that music. Okay. I'm scared. I'm gonna keep my back to the wall. I'm scared someone's gonna come get me. Okay. Oh god. Oh my god, this is giving me like stress. I haven't felt really stressed like this, and there was an old game on PC. Oh my god, there's an axe on here? Jesus. Called Sleuth. And very basic game, but that game stressed the hell out of me, honestly. I still have PTSD from the sound that that game made. Okay, examine altar. Old blackened blood has seeped into the cracks of the altar. Oh, I can pick up... Okay, I'm gonna pick up the axe. If someone comes at me, I can hopefully kill them first. Oh my god. Okay. Guidelines for cleansing. Improper thoughts. Lust. 3 cuts with small blade. Oh my god. Improper thoughts. Doubt. 5 cuts with a small blade. So lust is less than doubt. Interesting. Stealing, 1 finger or 1 hand, depending on the item's value. Sloth, 2 lashes from the whip. Taking the Lord or Father's name in vain, 5 cuts, large blade. Murder, rape, idolatry? I don't know what that even means. The violating, I'm guessing that's supposed to be adultery, but they spelt it wrong. The violating body part, hand, genitals, eyes. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Damn. Oh, there's light in here. Okay, thank you. Conveniently placed lighting. I'm gonna keep my flashlight on. Okay. Woo! that door's gonna close on me. I'm gonna close it first. What is that? A chain? Oh. Oh god. Pull chain. Oh, okay, thank god. Oh, just a light. NBD. Oh. You can see all the axes and stuff back there? Man, they were... They had a lot happening in this place, okay. What is this? Okay, just out the back of the barn. Okay, we're going up. Whee! Ah! More perfect cubes of hay. Okay, oh! Key to the mines. Okay, I haven't been there yet. Mines. Oh, we got a tape deck, a record player, and a... Read from the Book of Sariel. Okay, here we go. And yet the Lord in his infinite love and compassion has not forsaken those who have forsaken him. No man is without the cloud of sin, but the light of the Lord shines brightly. To make thyself ready for the Lord's embrace, cleanse thyself of sin by way of self-sacrifice. Give up thy blood, thy flesh, for it is soiled and pathetic, unworthy of the Lord's gaze. For each sin committed by the hand, whip the arm once. For each sin committed by the feet, whip the leg once. For each sin committed by the eyes or mouth, cut the face once. Pray thou over thy spilled blood, and in cleansing it thou cleanseth thyself. Sin is thy debt, earthly pain thy currency. For those who are thoroughly purged of sin in this manner, and who have followed the commandments of the Lord, and who believe truly in their heart and body, the days of taking will bring them to the feet of the Lord, free of earthly flesh. Awash in divine light for eternity, have faith, be cleansed, and this will be your reward. Ugh, okay, tape deck.
He called it the cleansing room, where we would exchange pain in this realm for forgiveness in the next. We'd all gather in front of the altar, and one by one we would declare our sins to the flock, each of us given penance to perform in front of the others. Bloodletting, self-flagellation. I saw men break their own bones, and women cut off a finger that had caused them to sin. It was true devotion, and it was terrifying and wonderful to see.
What? Oy vey. Okay, anything... Nope. Okay, so I have an axe. And a key to the mine. Whee! I guess we'll go to the mine then? Okay, that's the way I came in. Let's go out this way. Anyone here? To the mine! Slowly. Eventually. I'd be getting the hell out of that barn if I saw that. I wouldn't just be casually sauntering away. Good God. Alright, here we go. Small key with a laminated tag that reads The Mines. Pshh. You unlock the door. Whoopee! Yep, well, like that pamphlet said, you know, it's good to have community and all that stuff, but it can get dark pretty fast. Caution, out of service, examine wooden board. Oh! Haha! Here's Johnny! You hack away with the axe until the boards fall away, revealing an open space behind. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're going down. Oh jeez. Oh god. Activate elevator. Oh my god. Why is this going so fast? And I walk so slow. Oh my god. I don't like this. Okay. Oh, great. Flickering lights. Just what I need. Okay. Active. No, we're gonna leave the elevator right there. Oh, oh my god. Okay, there's blood down here. Okay, I don't like this. I'm staying close to the edge. I'm not walking up down the middle. I don't know what's gonna come at me. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. There's multiple ways. Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, God. Okay, no. Oh! Ah! Okay. Just a generator. We're fine, I hope, and pray. Okay, generator. What? You don't see how that's useful. Turn it on! Oh my god. Ugh. Oh god, they even have like the creepy, like drafty sound. Oh god, okay. Everyone better flip and be dead, or I'm gonna be mad about this game. Okay. Okay, we're going down this little side. Oh god. I feel like I'm in Silence of the Lambs right now when she's like walking around the house with the night vision goggles. Okay. Okay, that's caved in. That's the way we came in. Turning my headphones down because I'm like paranoid of a jump scare sound or something. Okay, we're gonna go left. Oh god. Oh, there's blood on the... Okay, I think we're probably supposed to be following the blood trail, but I'm going this way first. Oh my god. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Picnic table? What the hell? Oh! I'm scared there's gonna be a body in there. Target practice. Okay, okay. Oh my god. Open it. Oh. Weapons. Military-grade rifles and ammunition are piled among the straw-lined interior of the crate. We're gonna close that. Are they all like that? Oh, pamphlets. Contingency protecting the flock. Our secular enemies see our imminent salvation and find themselves filled with jealousy and rage. They want to keep the world immersed in sin. They will stop at no lengths to prevent us from fulfilling the Lord's plan. We must be prepared to protect the flock. Henry was able to use his contacts in the Southwest Patriots Corps to get us arms and armor for protection. He will be leading training drills starting Thursday, mandatory for all in the flock, children included. We will rise up and fight in Christ's name if necessary. More pamphlets. Okay, that says the same thing. We got target practice things. Okay, well that caved in. That's not good. What's this? Oh, oil can. Okay. I probably need that for the generator. Weapons. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go back and get that generator going. Man, they are just ready. What's down here? Oh, Lord. I'm scared I'm gonna get lost down here. Then what's gonna happen? Oh, shooting range. Okay, so that's where it was caved in before. I have to say, for like a low-res game, this is creepy as hell. Just the way that the light works on the surfaces and stuff, and you can't see all the way down. Ugh. How did they have time to build? I guess if you're just doing cult stuff. Okay, I'm gonna walk backwards. No, I'm not. Okay. To the generator. Please, dear. Please work. I want some lights on. Okay, now can we put some rust-oil old oil can with a long spout? Your dad had one of these in the garage. Generator seems to have run out of gas. Nothing happens when you turn it on. Oh my god, I need gas. Was there gas in the farm shed? I don't think so. Alright, well, oh god. Okay, we're gonna go on without it. Swear to god, there's gonna be like a body down here or something. I'm scared. I don't like this. Okay. Okay. Hello? Okay, we're at the end. Oh. Oh! Okay, move minecart. Push the cart, but the wheels on the cart creak and strain, held back by a buildup. Okay, maybe this? You eke out the remaining oil from the can onto the rusting wheels. Move it. Ooh, oh! Examine wooden boards. Okay, we're gonna karate chop it. Hack away until the boards fall away, revealing an open space. Oh god. Hello? There's a body in here. There's a body in here! Okay, I got the gas can. Tape deck.
I think it might have been my fault they found Peyton.
Oh my god, it's
They
Peyton.
were seen together too often, maybe. But how would they know? Maybe they saw the pamphlet? I don't know. I don't know, but I can't shake the feeling that it's my fault. It doesn't matter. They found him. They told us he had decided to leave the flock. I didn't believe them, but I didn't ask any questions. After that, we moved on. It was like he had never been there at all. It scared me, but instead of trying to get away, I just let myself fall deeper in. I did my best to shut out any doubts. It was easier that way.
So that must be Lillian. Oh my god, examine body. A decomposing body curled in the fetal... It's not curled in the fetal position, but we'll use our imagination. You reach out to touch it, and a note falls from the corpse's pocket. Oh! Okay, oh. Okay, well, okay, be careful. Read note. I got your delivery. I made a copy of the key to James's room last night, but I think Andrew noticed. He was acting suspicious. I'm going to hide the copy somewhere we both have access to it in case something happens. Look in the southwest corner of the cornfields. You'll find it. P. Oh, it says L. Sorry, L. Lillian. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's get out of here. We have seen too much. Slowly. I don't know about you, but I'd be running. See, and this just adds to the drama, because I am so scared that well, I'm not scared, but it's just, I'm expecting someone to just be, like, right there, in the dark, and then you're like, ah! Now I can turn on the generator. I don't know what the point is, though. Someone's gonna, like, be hiding behind that rock and be like, ha ha! Okay. Empty the last of the gas into the generator and press ignition. Generator coughs and sputters but starts up. Okay, we got lights. Let there be a light. Again, I don't know what the... Why would they do that, like, right at the end? Just to troll you, I think. Okay, well, we're getting the heck out of this mine. Forget it. Okay, I'm walking backwards. Make sure nobody's coming at me. Then they'd be like, haha, we got you. We're waiting in the elevator. Okay, we're getting out of here. Oh! Okay, no one's waiting for me to come back up, thank goodness. Okay, the southwest corner. Ooh. Of the cornfield, he said? Or the note said? Southwest corner. So, like, down where that dark green part is, I think. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's really dark. Oh! Stars. So I think pretty much if we just kind of go almost in a straight line down and then right a bit, we should be able to find it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but we'll get there eventually. I think that he also said he made a copy to James's room. That's the one upstairs in the rectory, I think. Okay, we found the cornfield finally. Here we go. So I'm gonna walk to the end. Okay, almost there. Okay, and we're just gonna follow this last row all the way down. Why did we do this at night? Why, character? Why? Okay, let's make sure it's not in this southwest corner. I'm not seeing anything. Why can't we just do this during the day? See, someone could be like lurking in the dark over there, and I won't even know. Look! Patch of dirt. Shovel. You dig into the mound and sift through the loose dirt, finding a small brass key. Oh my god. Small brass key covered in dirt, unlabeled. Oh my god. Alright, we're heading back to the rectory. Through the cornfield. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh boy, pardon me. What happens if James is still in his room and he's just like chilling? Na 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 na. Here's the fire pit. We're slowly getting there. Slowly. Those are pretty. I mean, I guess you do make decent time walking. It just feels so slow. And I can't move any faster, and the only speed I can adjust is the looking, like the camera speed. Whoop. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have tested all the buttons so I can run. Oh well, we made it this far. Okay, I can run. Yay! L2 for anyone who cares. Okay. Oh my god, here we go. I'm a derp. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Unlock the door using the second floor key. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my Lanta. Sexy times. Oh. Okay, let's close that door before it scares me. Examine painting. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, honestly. Okay. Oh. Oh. Wait, can I get through here? Oh, okay. Oh! There's a VCR in here. Okay, oh my god. Let's look at things first. Examine painting. A reprint of an etching of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Okay. Painting depicting Christ's dead body being removed from the cross at Golgotha. Okay. He has a picture of himself in his room? Weird. Another altar, also bathed in red light, sitting under a wall of religious imagery. Was there a light switch in here that I missed? Because I was... Okay, whatever. Father James's bed, messy, covered in thick woolen sheets that have held in years of must. Ew! Wool sheets? No thing. Oh! A stack of old nudie mags ranging from pretty tame to seriously perverted tucked away under the bed as if it's a 12-year-old's bedroom. Pfft. Oh, we can turn the lamp on. Let's do that. Okay. Ooh. I don't think I have a key for that. Can I bust this open? Damn it. Okay. Oops. Okay. Ooh. Shoebox stuffed with baggies of white powder and a glass pipe blackened at the end. Oh my god, he's doing like heroin or something. Is that how he gets his visions? Or I guess crack, like he's doing crack cocaine, he's smoking it. James's journal. Finally slept last night, spoke with the devil. He came to the foot of my bed to bargain for the safety of the flock, but lo, I outsmarted him, begged me to stop my crusade, and I spat in his face. Spat in the devil's face, and he shriveled away. Sin has physical mass. I have measured it in experiments and have determined the mathematical formula for determining a person's sin. Weight not visible to naked eye requires a special weighing device attuned to divine wavelengths. Will build and test all flock to ensure cleanliness, especially Lillian Juliet Leonard. Intended to wait for Juliet to come of age for alternative cleansing. Ew. Ew. I mean, at least he's willing to wait. Oh my Jesus. But came across rabbinic text citing consummation of marriage as young as 3 and 1 day. Will pray and wait for answer. Oh my god, this guy is disgusting. Dream notes. A great winged leviathan emerges from the clouds, speaking in radio waves, surrounded by angels. Leviathan spoke of the deceiver closing in, bringing unclean evil to the flock, infecting them with doubt and opening our gates to the outside world. Angels flew into the Leviathan's mouth and lit his tongue on fire. Breath of flame exploded outward and engulfed the world in my dream. I understand, Lord. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the white powder with the black pipe, because he's smoking like a crack pipe. So he's doing like crack cocaine. So that's why he's insane and disgusting. Ugh. I can't handle it. Okay. We're gonna watch the tape, everybody.
My flock, I have wonderful news. No. My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Some of you may be afraid. No. My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Be not afraid. This is the day we have been working towards all this time. The focal point of all history. The end point of all creation. I have seen the signs. I have heard the word of the Lord. I speak the word of the Lord. I am the word of the Lord. Yes, that's good there. Three, 5, 6, 9. Damn it. 3, 5, 6, 8. Shit. And what's the code for the damn safe? 4. Of course. 4.
3654. Oop. How come I can't... Oh, use lock there. Okay, 3, 6, 5, 4. What? Oh, I'm not watching him again. Or was it 3694? 3, 6, 9, 4. For God's sake.
My flock, I have...
Fast forward, goddammit.
No.
Fast forward button.
Flock, I have wondrous
Okay, well, he's
news.
blabbing away. We'll listen to this.
The days of reckoning are upon us. Some of you may be afraid. No. My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Be not afraid. This is the day we have been working towards all this time. The focal point
Also,
of
I gotta
all
say, there's a
history.
wild trend with cults
The end
that
point
it's a dude.
of all creation. I have seen the signs.
Who lures
I
women,
have heard the word of the Lord.
children, well not children, they're innocent in this whole thing, but it's just like, I just don't get it.
Lord.
Like, they lure these women and they prey on these kids.
I am the word of the Lord, yes. That's
Ugh,
yeah.
it's just so disgusting. Oh, 3, 5, 6.
6, 9,
4. Lock clicks open and slides off the safe door. Okay, you know what? You shut up. Ugh! You won't stop.
And what's the code for the damn safe?
Open. What do we get? Notes.
4.
Praise be to the Lord, our temple has been revealed. Angels of the Lord have revealed specifications for our temple. The temple of the prophet shall be a sacred space reserved only for Father James and his chosen to further pursue revelation and closeness to the Lord. The temple will contain a single king-size bed, food enough for 2 people for 200 days, full copies of my scripture, weapons, and ammunition. The measurements which must be followed exactly are as follows. The second page is a diagram of what became the chapel, as well as what appears to be a tunnel leading out of the back room. The third page appears to have been torn off, judging by the scrap of paper stuck to the staple. Ugh. Pick up seal. You have the seal now. No more excuses. It's time to head to the chapel and face the past. Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go. If that guy's in there, he's going down. I'll kill him myself. Disgusting. I have no feeling for these people, aside from, like, pure rage, basically. They're just so gross. And I kind of had a feeling this game would be like that, but not like that. Oh, I forgot I can run now, too. Alright, let's get the hell over there. In my defense, there were no control maps, but I guess I could have tried buttons prior. Right, James, if you're in here, you're going down with your own bloody axe. And I won't feel bad about it either. Alright, chapel door lock. Large golden medallion. Actually, now that you look closely, it's gold paint on plaster. Yeah, what a shock. You place the seal on the door and hear a click somewhere inside the mechanism. Going down. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Okay. Y'all are going down. And the sad thing is, too, it's a lot of innocent people that get caught up in things like this. Oh! Oh, gee. Oh, my God.
Afraid. There's no need to be afraid. We must go through the flames, but the flames will not hurt us. Not our true selves, our spiritual selves. I know His will, and it's time. This world is molded in filth. It's too far gone. They sent demons to test our resolve. They expected us to give up the fight, but here, today, we prove to all of them that we never gave up. Our faith never wavered. Today, we take our place at the foot of the throne of the Lord. Here now. We'll dull the bodies a little. There's no need for it to hurt. Here, drink this. Drink this. Pass these around. Things will go a little fuzzy, but then the flames will take us, and we will join our Lord in His heaven. We will be by His side forever, where we belong. Amen. Amen. Boy, I love each and every one of you so much. God bless.
That's when they locked the doors. And then Andrew and Leonard started soaking rags in lighter fluid while I started handing out the cups. Little paper cups full of crushed up Quaaludes mixed with lemonade. Father kept preaching as we drank. They lit the rags and put them around the outer walls. Everything caught so quickly. Soon everything was on fire and people just sat down in it. Let it take them. Something clicked. I don't know what. I needed to get out. I didn't want to die. I remembered Father's temple and I ran.
Well then. Whew. Chills. Chills. I mean, damn, for the whole place being on fire, it held up pretty well. What is that? Probably a tree just clipping through. Okay. Hello? Journal. Don't you remember? Don't you remember how you survived? Why don't you want to remember? Wait, what the hell? What? You know why? When the time came, you couldn't face the Lord. Your doubt had eaten away at you. You didn't join them in their glorious death, but in your doubt, neither did you save them. Oh my god, this book is moving. What is that over there? You are a I have an axe. I'm somehow on the shelf. Don't come at me. What the hell? What happened? Oh my god. That just opened by itself. I am not down with that. Okay, wait. Examine bookshelf. Oh! Okay. We're fine. Whoa. Okay, I guess. Oh god. It's like a slide. Whee! Oh my god. Okay, I'm stuck in here. Oh god. Oh jeez. Sticking to the side. Not that it's gonna help me any, but oh my god. I don't like this either. Okay, I'm testing buttons. Can I swing anything? Okay, that's my map. Inventory. Flashlight. X does nothing. Nothing. Okay, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna... Hello? Anyone here? Another frickin' altar? What the hell? Woo! Okay. Another altar also bathed in red light sitting under a wall of religious imagery. Okay, so we got the, 4 horsemen. And Jesus being helped down from the cross. There's someone gonna be like hiding right there. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, just clip through the door. We're fine. Examine bed. The covers are still rustled from the few nights you spent here. What? Why is it talking in first person now? Okay, what is happening? Why is there a... That's a VCR, but I don't have a tape. Oh my god. Tape deck.
The door shut behind me and everything was dark and completely silent. As if the burning
Ah!
chapel
Oh.
and all the people dying behind me didn't exist. The drugs took over then, and it was all I could do to crawl into bed before I passed out.
Okay. Bookshelf is full of fringe religious texts and several copies of Father James's work. In one lower corner, tucked away, there is a stack of comic books. Okay. We got one of these super private bathrooms again. Anything in there? Nope. Ah! Okay. There's weapons down here too? Oh my god. And crappy cereal and canned foods. Refrigerator full of spoiled food. The smell fills the room as soon as you open the door. Okay, so that's like the kitchen in the community center. More weapons. Jeez Louise. Oh my god, it goes deeper? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Oh no, my flashlight. Oh no. No! I have no flashlight, no! Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh my god. Another altar? Am I just like gonna be... Oh my god. Another altar, bathed in red light, sitting under a wall of imagery. Okay, and it's the same as before. Wait, what's that up there? Not sure. Oh, that's one of the ones in James's bedroom that he didn't know what it was. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this. No, it's dark. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm done. Game over. No, oh my god. What? It's a dead end. I'm gonna die in here. Oh!
Ma'am, who started the fire? Ma'am, I know you've been through a lot, but we need your cooperation to piece all of this together. Who started the fire?
Pretty much everyone. Father James lit the first flame, but the others helped it spread.
So they weren't coerced?
No. They were weeping with joy. People were singing.
And you? What did you do? Ma'am?
Get the hell out of this room as fast as... Okay, wait. What the frig? Okay, open. Oh my god. Oh my god. I closed that door. You closed, damn it. I'm staying in the corner until you close. Thank you. Deeper still? Oh my god. Okay, we're running. Holy cow. Another altar. Closed door. Damn it. Thank you. I don't like this part. At all. There's another table in here. Close.
Honey, you're being quiet.
I don't know what to say.
It's just... Lillian, was it something we did?
Dad,
I just don't understand how you could run off and join some insane cult.
I don't know, Dad. I don't know.
You're a smart girl. What were you thinking? Lillian, the things I've heard on the news. Where are you going?
That's the greatest way to support your child that just got out of like a death cult. What are you thinking? We raised you better than that. Oh no. Oh no. The lights are red down here. How am I still going down? How deep is this bunker? What's this weird sound? Oh, for God's sake.
So, Lillian, have you been having any more thoughts since your last attempt?
All the time.
It seems as if you almost regret surviving the fire.
I don't know. I don't. It's so confusing. I didn't want to die, but I feel like I let them all down.
Let them down because you didn't save them, or because you didn't die with them?
I don't know anymore.
Well, listen to me. No matter what, you deserve to live. I promise you. Lillian, you deserve to live.
I need to go. I can't do this right now. I can't.
Figured I would just get on the other side here. Okay, see the lights are getting brighter now. Oh my god. This is insane. Let's see, there's more pictures being added too. Woo! Okay, I thought that was a person. We're fine. What is this? Oh, a bar.
I'm sure you don't want to hear me ramble about mechanical engineering for another 20 minutes. Tell me more about you. You studied communications, right? What kind of job does that get you?
Well, right off the bat, not much. I couldn't find work, so I ended up backpacking through Europe for a year after college.
Oh, cool. I've always wanted to do something like that. I bet it was amazing.
Yeah, it was super fulfilling to see all those different ways of life. Really eye-opening. God, that was a long time ago.
Man, I'm jealous. I jumped right into work hours. Working 80 hours? You know how it is. Just expected to devote everything to it. It's like a religion. It took me a while to see how messed up it was.
Yeah, I can imagine.
$80 a week. Forget it. Oh! Okay, now we got crosses all on the walls. So now we have crosses and a bunch of pictures again. Oh. That's my car. What the hell?
You have one unheard message. First unheard message sent yesterday at 7:15 p.m.
Lil, is everything alright? I've been trying to get a hold of you all day. Please pick up. I'm worried about you. Okay, just call me back. Love you.
End of message. To delete this message, press 7. Message deleted.
How would you delete the message? Weird. Oh, wait. Okay, I can't open the trunk. Weapons. Spoiled food refrigerator, picnic table. Okay, I'm at a dead end finally. But now what? Oh my god! It changed. What the hell? Oh, I don't like this music starting up either. Tape deck doesn't work. Yeah, covers are still rustled from the few nights you spent here. Now we're like back at the top? What? Ah! Okay, okay, okay. What? No, I think I'm Tim. Lillian's, boyfriend, maybe?
I remember now. I tried not to. I thought I could move on. Pretend it hadn't happened. But here it is. I'm looking at it. I was here. We were all here. And now it's just me.
Oh, Lil, Jesus, there you are.
Oh yeah, okay, I am
I tried to
Lillian.
get a hold of you for hours. Where are you?
I wasn't sure, but maybe.
I had to take care of something.
Look, are you okay? I was getting worried.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm heading home now. Tim, there's some things I need to tell you. I met Anne first, waiting for the bus. Normally, I avoid talking to just about anybody, but she struck up the conversation. She was so pleasant, so confident. She smiled at me as if she had known me as a kid, and we were just catching up after all these years. She told me she could tell I had a hole in my life. She knew what that was like, she said. She had also had a hole, but it was gone now. I asked her what she was selling, and she laughed and said nothing at all, that what she had to offer was free for anyone who wanted it bad enough. I asked her what had helped her. She just said, James.
James. Well, there we are. Well, damn, I missed a trophy. I just looked it up. We're gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go back in and get it. We'll let the credits roll for a second. Well, oh, those are short credits. 12 out of 12 tapes. Whoop. 12 hours, 58 minutes, or 2 hours, 58 minutes. Yeah, that sounds about right from what I saw. Cool. Now, can I dip back in? Oh yeah, I can continue. Okay, we're gonna continue. Because I just want to grab that last trophy since we're here, and then I'll call it a day. Yeah, quite a story indeed. I was kind of thinking it was going to be like, wait, what door do I need? We've all gone to the Rapture, or whatever that one was. Oops. Okay, so I'm just going to run back up. This is probably before the very end, so that's fine. We don't need to go through all that again. Swing that out. I am also very glad that nobody came and grabbed me. Alright, so the last trophy, now that I know I can run, it will be helpful. Kinda wish I knew that earlier, but oh well. You live and you learn. I should have thought about this when I was looking at them, but... where is that? I'm looking for the bases. The last trophy. I think they were... yeah, here. Okay, so here's home plate. Hacha! Home plate. And we go... where's the next base? Second? First. Yay. Second. Third. And back to home. There we go. That was the last trophy. Yippee-doo-dah. Platinum for me. I shall save. And options? I guess I can't really do... that's fine. I'll just close the, I can just close the application later. Yeah. Well, we can put it on the nice starry sky. The moon over there. Very nice. Yeah, this was an interesting game. I kind of took a chance on it. It was on, like, deeply on sale, and I kind of had my eye on it for a little bit, so I thought I'd give it a go. Next week, I'm debating playing the other game I bought that was also cheap. Is that game called Considerate, where it's to see how considerate you are. And I'm curious to see how considerate this game thinks I am by the choices that I make. And it's Japanese, so it might get a little weird. It kind of looks like it has a WarioWare vibe, kind of. Or the other game that I was thinking of starting streaming is BioShock. And I do quite like that game a lot. But I haven't played it for probably since it came out initially, so years and years and years ago. And I might have initially played it on PlayStation, because I owned a PlayStation a long time ago. So the original BioShock came out in 2007. That's a long time ago. You're a fail? How are you a fail? Oh, you'll fail at being considerate? I might too, but we'll see. And I did buy all the Bioshocks a while ago. I think I got all of them. Bioshock series. So there's Bioshock 2 and Infinite. Yeah, okay, so I do own all three. But yeah, it's an interesting kind of game as well. It's like steampunk. So it's Victorian without modern technology in big quotes, but they have their own technology in a sense. It's just not really computer, I guess. I don't know. And I was reading that Consider It is better as a party game. So I'm hoping as a stream it would be kind of funny, even if it's just me talking. But, yeah, so we'll see. I am thinking of playing Consider It, and it might be a good short one too. I also do have a couple weeks coming off work here, so I took the last 2 weeks of the year off. So I might do a little bit more streaming here and there. I haven't really decided. But I know the 24th and the 31st, I don't know who's even going to be around then, because that's Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, so I might do my stream on a different day. I'll update my schedule if I do decide to do that. And I might do that because my family is weird and we do all our stuff on Christmas Eve, so we open our presents and stuff on Christmas Eve. But yeah, we're not weird, we just do it the Scandinavian way, I guess. So yeah, and the New Year's Eve I have no plans as usual, so I might just stream anyway. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for next week. I think the Consider It one might be funny. And it can be one of those ones where I was reading that you might not even see all the little mini games in your first playthrough, so we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I think Bioshock is probably where I'm going to lean to just because I have 3 games and I don't remember how long they are, but they're kind of long. And to be honest, I'm kind of trying to like stretch things out until the Harry Potter game comes out. So the Hogwarts Legacy, and that's not until February, I think, and I still need to pre-order that. But yeah, it comes out like first week in February, I think. So I gotta get on that. But yeah, I'm really excited for that game. But yeah, aside from that, I guess I'll muddle through and see what I'm gonna play next week. And as I said, if I do change the day that I stream, I'll update. It'll, I don't know, maybe be Thursday or Tuesday, just because Athrun streams on Fridays, and I don't know what you guys are doing Monday, Wednesdays, but anywho, yeah. So anywho, that's all from me tonight. Thanks for joining me. This was fun and weird and creepy. It was a good little game, actually. I'll have to look up the developers and see if they've made anything else and go from there. I find the graphic style to be interesting too, where it's kind of like the pixely, like it's real but not. Yeah, look how this thing is rotating. But that's so funny. But yeah. Yeah, interesting little game, that's for sure. Thanks, Athrun. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely time now. Okay, well that's all from me. Hopefully I will see you next week, and until then, have a good week and a good night, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.